We see two vectors of innovation all across industries. The first one is about increase the level of efficiency through adoption at scale of automation. Second vector is about reinvent and augment the end user experience. If you think about the infotainment and gaming industry and the way they are reinventing end user experiences, thanks to augmented reality and virtual reality, or if you think about the automotive segment, where connected cars and autonomous driving is totally reshaping that industry, or the way manufacturing industries is using machine learning, artificial intelligence to take complex assembly chains completely automated, or the way logistics will reshape last mile delivery through drones adoptions. Now, all these use cases will become real the moment that we will have the opportunity to process the huge amount of data that they require as close as needed to the end customers. This is the only way to overcome the three laws, which are the law of physics, delay, the connectivity, bandwidth, and in some cases, regulations, typically data residency. Now, edge cloud computing is the answer to remove these limitations. As an industry, we want to make sure that through this technology, together with the adoption of 5G, which will introduce even further low latency capabilities, we will unlock and we will put at scale this cross-industry transformation. So if we want to oversimplify the ecosystem, we have three components: the 5G networks, the edge cloud computing, and the developers. So while telco service providers are deploying their 5G networks, as AWS, we want to make sure that we provide the other two key success factors into this equation. Developers will be the key engine for innovation. So last year we have reached more than 400,000 certified developers with plus 85% year-over-year growth. These are the people who have learned how to develop cloud-native software leveraging the richness of our cloud services. The ones who will be inventing on behalf of the users, who will reinvent their experience. These are the ones who will fill the pipe of 5G through innovative applications. Super important. The other component is edge cloud computing. We want to make sure that we deliver a continuum of clouds independently if we instantiate the cloud in a centralized region or far down to the edge of a network. And we do so adopting a unified programming language that is leveraging the same API, the same tools that the developers will be using while developing their applications independently from where these applications will be instantiated. And we want to make sure that this continuum of cloud can support all the different workloads across different industries. And so you can imagine typical enterprise IT applications, typical telco applications for BSS, business support systems, operation support systems, or typical network workloads like 5G core, IMS, radio access network, or again, industry-specific applications that our external partners and software vendors will be inventing on their behalf. Now, to allow this continuum across all the different workloads, we have created a portfolio of edge cloud solutions that is based on four main families. And these are Wavelength, Outpost, Local Zone, and Snow family. So Wavelength is a public edge cloud computing tightly integrated with the 5G network, where we deploy the piece of cloud essentially in telco service provider data centers in a way that the application runs remaining within the network, minimizing delay and jitter. Outpost is a private piece of cloud where you can instantiate AWS cloud in whatever customer premises you need. And so this typically enables migration of applications which have strong interdependencies with on-premises systems, or regulation constraints due, for instance, to data residency. Local zones instead is the possibility to scale up capacity in facilities owned by AWS, where you might want to deploy higher capacity for specific workloads. The fourth one, the Snow family, is addressing instead specific use cases where you have ruggedized environment, typically mining or oil rigs. Our job is to make sure that we will be using all these solutions for deploying edge cloud computing, unlocking the possibility for the telco service providers to either build their 5G cloud native networks or deploy and develop new applications working with our developers, unlocking new revenue streams. So as I said, our ambition is to leverage our edge cloud solutions to unlock the possibility for the service providers to generate new revenues beyond connectivity. So if you look what we have been doing with Verizon, with Vodafone, with SKT, with KDDI, that are the few pioneers that have been launching Wavelength with us. It's all about inventing new use cases for specific industries. So if you look at Verizon in US, our partner Zixi is delivering media distribution to Bloomberg, leveraging Verizon wavelength zones. Another example, Vodafone, who launched in June wavelength in Europe, in UK. So in that case, Dedrone has developed an airspace security platform that will detect and control drones. SKT, South Korea. In that case, another partner of ours, Huawei Bros, delivered a new platform for food delivery that again is leveraging wavelength low latency platform in SKT. Same in KDDI, where TVT has deployed a platform for enhanced gaming that is leveraging augmented reality and virtual reality, again leveraging the new currency of ultra low latency injected by 5G and wavelength. If you look at Outpost, which is typically used for private networks and campus applications, that is interesting what Verizon is doing that, therefore their 5G private MAC. And one example is what they are doing with Corning, where essentially they have deployed the 5G private networks to support autonomous robots control while roaming across factories' floors. So you see, as I said, it's early days, but again, the only limit is the ability of our developers to invent on behalf of our industries. And this is exactly what's happening. So we at AWS, we are super excited to partner with the telco service providers to make sure that the combination of 5G technology and AWS Edge Cloud Computing will unlock new revenue streams beyond connectivity. While at the same time, we want to work together with the service providers in a way that they can leverage our cloud continuum and the capability of our outpost and local zones to build cloud-native network, totally automated, and fully leveraging AWS automation framework. So really exciting times ahead of us. Edge cloud computing is an unbelievable platform for innovation, and the community of developers that we provide as AWS will be the innovation engine that will trigger the flywheel effect that we want to inject in this transformation. Now, should I select the top 3 industries that I believe short term will have the highest demand for edge cloud computing, I would say manufacturing, infotainment, gaming, and automotive. But then in the fullness of time, I believe there is a gigantic opportunity for the telco sector to play a catalyzer game here. So I think they have the opportunity to play the managed service role to offer fully managed solution, industry-specific solutions, all across these adjacent industries. We as AWS, we are super excited to partner with the telco service providers all across the globe to make this transformation happen. So I see really exciting times ahead of us.